late.
It's all
It's
right.
after 5. It's late.
It's after 5, but we alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that. I
Okay.
like that.
It's after 5, but we alive.
That
Clock
is
that.
Yes, clock that. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Diploma, hosted by me, Lady E. Today I have two very special guests. So she is a recent college grad from A&T. She just got her bachelor's in psychology with a minor in marketing, and she is now currently back at A&T receiving her master's. She is a dancer who I like to say is a golden girl, and she's the founder of Find Your Footing. Let's welcome Armani Bennett.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, I'm sorry, and Kashi.
Oh, yeah, we can't forget Cash. We can't forget him.
Kashmir. Yes, he is our special guest for today. It's not about you, it's about Cash.
It's
Say
about my
hey.
baby.
He's a star of the show today. Welcome to the show. Here, let me give you back your son.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm
I'm
glad
so
you came.
excited. I'm so proud of you for starting this.
Thank you.
This is major. Don't worry. He's all right,
Thank
guys.
you. He's good. Kashi is good with us.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you again for coming. How do we meet?
How did we
You know,
meet?
I think about that
Freshman year.
because you're from Charlotte.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm like, did we go to school together? But I'm like, no, I know we didn't go to school together, but I feel like we knew each other already
Yeah.
before coming to A&T. And, you know, COVID was a time.
Mm-hmm.
And around COVID time, that's when you was dropping the dance videos left and right. I was
Look,
like,
COVID was a time when
yes.
everybody just started getting creative.
No, you had to.
Like, that's all we had was
be in
time.
the house and not doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's all you really had to do, honestly.
But I feel like with Charlotte, you know, a lot of people from Charlotte end up going to A&T. So
oh, yeah.
we knew each other
Mm-hmm.
probably through social media. And
Yeah,
then
I feel like we followed each other for a while and just
and
social
then we
media
met.
friends. And then, we met in person.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
And
yay!
it clicked. Like,
It did.
It clicked.
It really did.
So we've been locked in
Yes.
ever since. This is my girl.
Yeah, this my girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, period. So everyone that come on the show, I let them introduce themselves. So you already said your name, but you can say your name again.
Okay.
Your age, your hometown, and a cool fun fact. And it can't be dance.
Can't be dance.
It can't be like. Yeah, it can't be dance.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Armani Bennett. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. And you said my age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 22 years old, and a fun fact that's not dance. It's so funny because my life is just centered around dance.
I know you got like. Okay.
I got one.
Yeah. Okay.
You see,
we
as
got,
soon as you said that,
my
gears started turning.
Yes, that's
Okay, y'all. Fun fact, I do not like chocolate. It can be white chocolate, it can be dark chocolate, any type of chocolate. It doesn't matter. I do not like it, and I don't know why. Don't
Get out. No. Did you know what's crazy?
Right.
You know what's crazy? The only thing I do like is chocolate.
Really?
That's the literally when it comes to sweets, chocolate cake, chocolate ice cream, chocolate cupcakes, chocolate chip cookies, chocolate dark fudge cookies.
What?
The little cones, the chocolate miniature cones. If it ain't chocolate, I don't want it.
Really?
Yes.
So what about sour candies? You don't. It's not really a preference, or
I mean, I can eat it, but I don't really care for it. But you know what? I'm not really into that much sweets and stuff like that. I don't really care that much for it. But however, when it's time to get into the sweets, if it's chocolate, I'm definitely gonna eat it. If it's vanilla, probably not. If it's red velvet, probably not. If it's a pound cake, I'm not.
Okay, so I know what to get you for your birthday.
Yes.
All right. What can I get for my birthday?
Yes. How does the song go? What can I get for my
birthday?
birthday?
What can I get for my birthday? What can I get for my birthday?
Wait, when is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, so your birthday was in July?
It's in June, so I'm
June.
right on the cusp.
Okay.
You know how it is.
Gemini cusp?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm a
you're a Gemini.
Gemini.
What day is your birthday?
May 31st.
Okay. Yeah, mine is June 30th.
Oh, okay. Connection.
A day apart. Yeah.
Yes, period. Okay, so first, I wanted to congratulate you on getting your master's because, a lot of people, they take a break from school and then they go back a year or two, 5, 10 years later.
Yeah.
But you graduated and you went right back. So what gave you that motivation to go ahead and just really get it done and out the way? Or was it that the reason to get it done and out the way?
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like it was two things. The first part, what you said about just getting it out the way, because I know I want to be a clinical psychologist, and in order to get there, certain different levels of education you have to go through. And instead of just waiting and putting my like dreams on the back burner, I'm like, let me just go ahead and get it out the way. Let me go ahead and go. I know it's something that's required, and as tired as I am of school, why not just see um just how far I can go with it? Like, why not just jump into it? And another thing that really motivated me, even though I didn't really want to jump right into it, just being transparent, was the fact that I saw that other people can do it and other people have done it. And that's something that I live by, like in everything I do, really, is if other people have done it, why can't I? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was really just getting it out the way.
I feel that.
hmm
So what is your like end all be all like career goal for yourself?
So I am really passionate about dance, which but also I'm passionate about just helping people like mentally, like psychologically, and things of that sort. So I really want my ultimate career end goal to be a mix of things that have to do with psychology and as well as dance. I want to have my own dance studio one day. I want to, travel and compete and just pour into the youth and even pour into adults, because I feel like dance is a universal thing that everyone experiences. That like when we go out and we're with family, or whenever we're at any celebratory event, we're always dancing in some type of way. And I just want to be able to mesh my love of dance and psychology together.
That was so poetic.
Oh, no, thank you. No,
Yes.
no, seriously though. I'm very passionate about dance, but I'm also passionate about helping people mentally. So something else that another career path of mine is going to be being a clinical psychologist.
Okay.
At least that's where I'm at right now. But of course, things change. So I'm really seeing where psychology can take me. But I do want to use what I learned in psychology and apply it to dance and connecting people through that.
Yeah.
So
That's really good. And I'm proud of you because
thank you.
school is not easy.
It is not.
School is not easy
But
at
we
all.
made it through.
So, and we did.
And we did.
Cheers to class of 2024.
Yes, 24.
That's for you. Yes. So tell me, what is the difference between undergrad and now getting your master's? Because I know when you were undergrad, like it's definitely fun, like for the party, you do this and that. But you're still pretty involved though on campus. I see you do Couture Productions. Is that Couture Productions or is that?
Well, I'm a part of Verge, but it's okay.
Verge.
Yeah, Verge modeling troupe. Yeah,
that was Verge.
Yeah, we just had our end of semester
Y'all
show.
8.
Thank you.
Y'all 8 now. I don't know. I guess because Couture Productions, they put on such a big production that I thought that's what that was. That was Verge.
Yeah, that was Verge.
Y'all 8.
Big V's. Big V's.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the little hand?
you know V's.
Okay. Can I
Yes.
do it? No.
It's all right. No. It's okay. But yeah,
you did really good. So did you choreograph that piece with the Destiny's Child?
So I actually did not. My sister, Alexis, did. That's one of my Golden Delight sisters. She actually inspired me to join Verge. She joined it first, and her and 2 of my other sisters, we decided that we were going to try out for Verge this semester, and just and although like with me being a grad student, I was a little hesitant to try out for it. Just because it's mainly students who are undergrad.
Right.
But I was welcomed with open arms. It was a great way to be involved. We did a lot of things such as community service and just things of that sort that really helped, push the mission of the troop. So but what was your initial question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a really bad habit.
It's all right.
Of,
Me
like,
too. And
just diving into conversation with another conversation. But I wanted you to touch on the difference between your undergrad experience versus how it is now getting your master's.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really good question. Okay, so like you said, undergrad really does have a lot of opportunities for you not only to learn, like, of course, you're going to class and things like that, but it's different because that's your first time being away from home. It's your first time, having a lot of freedom, where everyone is going through, like, experiencing the same amount of freedom you are. So it's definitely different because in undergrad, you had those moments to kind of de-stress. They were provided for you, like those moments to kind of de-stress, hang out with friends or things of that sort. But once you graduate and being in grad school is different because now the people who, I went through undergrad with have either moved, some are still in school, but it's just different workload wise.
Yeah.
It's more work than I would say it's more work than undergrad in terms of deadlines and things of that sort. So if you ever heard people be like, grad school is a lot of writing, it's a lot of papers, you're going to be writing a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought they were playing, but they were
I
not
seen you had
playing.
to do that 40-page paper.
Yes, and it is due on December 10th, but we're going to push it out.
Amen.
We are.
We gonna get it done.
Yes, we will. But I would definitely say with grad school, you have to make those opportunities to de-stress. You have to make them instead of, you all right, little bit?
Cashy.
You have to create the opportunities for yourself to de-stress versus in undergrad where it was more opportunities created for you. Yeah.
That makes sense. Got you. So let's touch a little bit on your dance background.
Right.
You want to come over here, Cashy?
Right. He looked like he's trying to go over there with you. You all right, bud?
He good. Oh,
okay. No, he wants to be seen, guys. Say hey.
Say hey, Cash. Hey. But yeah, so let's touch a little bit on your dance background, where you trained at, and how did that prepare you to, of course, become a Golden Delight dancer, to then, of course, lead you to then doing Find Your Footing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
let's bring it back about 15 years.
Yes. That's accurate actually. So I started dancing at the age of 3.
Want me to take him?
Yeah, sure. He looks like he wants to come over there with you. So I started dancing about the age of 3 at a studio called Precision Dance Center. It's actually based here in Charlotte. My dance coach her name is Tenitra Oates, Miss Tenitra Oates. Love her to pieces. She actually taught my mom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she taught my mom competitively, and I ended up going to the studio that she opened up because she was so influential in my mom's dance career and just her life.
So your mom is a dancer as well?
Yeah.
So it runs.
Yeah, so that's really how
blood.
I got into dancing. My mom was a dancer, and then my aunts got into dance, and they're like, "Well, let's see if Armani likes dance."
Yeah,
and I'm so glad that they introduced me to dance and just put me in a space where I could express myself artistically to get to where I am today. So I grew up at Precision Dance Center. I danced recreationally for about trying to think of a timestamp. I'm not really sure, but competitively, I danced competitively for about 8 years.
Bring the mic a tad bit closer.
Oh, like right here?
I just want to make sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're good.
Yeah, I danced for about competitively for about 8 years. And then what was the sub question following that?
How did that prepare you to be a Golden Girl, dancing for Golden Delight, and then preparing you to build your own platform for Find Your Footing?
Oh, yes. Perfect. So, when I danced competitively and just growing up in the dance studio with Miss T as my director, she really molded determination into me. Dedication, determination, and discipline, the 3 Ds, which is something that we live by. And just, I always knew that I wanted to come to A&T and join, Golden Delight Auxiliary. That's really the reason that I came.
For Golden Delight?
Yes,
Wow,
I knew what dance team I wanted to be a part of. Education is very important to me, but dance is also something that is a part of me, and it will always be a part of me. So I knew that I wanted to come and do that. So I feel like she really molded those 3 things of dedication, determination, and discipline into me. And I just took that with me going into college. I went to one of the clinics that Golden Delight had, and I didn't end up trying out the year that I went to the clinic, but it gave me a realistic look of what their practices would look like or what their style was. And so I took that and I ran with it. Oh, Lord, we done lost Cashmere.
We done lost Cash.
Come back. Sometimes, wait.
They don't love you like I love you. Wait.
He acting up.
Is that door? Is the front door shut?
Don't be acting up.
Let's just make sure the front door is shut. Okay.
Lord.
We good.
Cut. No, Cashmere.
You over here?
Shut? Oh, he'll be fine.
I'll say if the front door shut, he's good. As long as he don't run out. Okay. You good, Cashy? You can.
Yeah.
You can roam.
Sorry, y'all. We had to make sure my son didn't run out of the building.
Son good. Son is good.
But so I went to the clinic, like I was saying, and I didn't end up trying out that year. But it really introduced me to the style and just to kind of get an idea of, is this something that I think that I can do? Or is this something that I can see myself being a part of? And so I took that and I made sure that I practiced and I came to auditions and I made the team in 2022.
That was your junior year? Oh, no, your sophomore year.
Yeah, that was
Junior?
my junior year.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, okay. Wow.
And
So, yeah.
mhm.
No, going into Find Your Footing, how that was for
Yeah,
you?
with Find Your Footing, I really wanted to be intentional about creating it because dance is such a passion for me. But it was about how could I take my passion and connect to other people or make them help make them feel safe in a space where we're artistically, expressing ourselves. So I just really wanted to be intentional about creating an inclusive, safe space for people to come out regardless of skill level, even if you have two left feet,
Mhm.
just coming out because dance really does heal,
It do.
you
It
know,
really do.
and it's been healing for me. So I want to give that back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered doing Cool Miss? Just, I was like, I'm gonna ask her that question. If y'all don't know what Cool Miss is basically the dance team that dances for the drumline, cold steel in the spring. So some people that do dance
Mm-hmm.
go into like they do end up coming over in the
They
spring.
do. Yeah.
I was actually co-captain this past
Yes.
senior year.
Being co-captain. Yes.
Yes, I could have been
But
a
I
better
was.
captain.
It's okay.
It's okay,
It's
but
growth
yeah,
and everything.
yeah. Looking back, I
But
wish I could
I
have.
think you did a great job, at least with how
Yeah,
performances went, things
here
of
was
that
my
sort.
thing. I
Yeah.
feel like I had good leadership skills, but
Mm-hmm.
just not. I didn't have the technique for it. If I'm being completely honest,
Mm.
like I I had the stage presence. I was
Mm-hmm.
okay with faking it till I make it. Um, but yeah, looking back, I wish I could have maybe invested at some point when I was because I danced when I was younger, but
Mm-hmm.
then
You did.
yeah, but moving from Maryland to North Carolina, like,
Yeah.
and during that time period, I was like, I'm a hip hop girly. Like, I was so into hip hop and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So, doing Cool Miss sophomore year, I was just like, this is different, but I needed Cool Miss to escape
Yeah.
the my current that situation that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore year was a time. It was really a time. So I needed Cool Miss, and with that, I didn't even imagine myself being co-captain. Like I guess
Really?
God, no, no,
So.
not that I didn't want it,
Mm-hmm.
but I did like the aspect of leadership. Like
Mm-hmm.
I liked that aspect of it.
Was it more so like you weren't expecting it, or was it
N-
something like you were going for and you didn't really think you were going to get it, or was it something that was chosen for you, like you're going to
It
be
was
co-captain?
it was kind of placed in a sense
Mm-hmm.
simply because I was interested in like leadership and training and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just never thought it would have led to me actually being co-captain, but not that it had to, but it kind of had to since I was kind of next in line in a sense, which I
Yeah.
wasn't mad at.
Yeah.
I feel like I took on the responsibilities, but also senior year was a lot. Like senior year was just doing this, being pulled here and being pulled this way.
Mm-hmm.
Just I wish I could have had a better balance for it. But overall, I love Cool Miss. So going back
Yeah.
to you, yeah. So you
Oh,
did
well,
say you,
I was considering just the way I was still a part of, I was still getting ready for our end of semester fashion show with
mm,
Verge, so I wasn't able to do auditions, but that was something that did cross my mind.
mm-hmm,
As a grad student, I'm still looking for ways to be involved on
mm-hmm,
A&T's campus. I love being a part of teams. Like I love being a part of
yeah,
teams. I love being a part of groups. I love being a team player. So I really was. That wasn't my intention to, but it just didn't work out
mm-hmm,
this year. But back to what you were saying about, you not thinking that you not expecting that you were going to get the co-captain role.
yeah,
Honestly, I feel like that's something that we do, just like that's something that we do as a society. Like
mm,
either whether it's imposter syndrome or whether it's just, like, oh, like I'm getting picked, like me, oh, I don't feel like, or I wasn't
yeah.
expecting, or,
I did not
but,
feel qualified at all. I mean, the leadership part, I can be supportive. I can
mm-hmm,
be, start up practice and stretch and
right.
stuff. But when it came to actually, I feel like teaching. First of all, I can barely count because I have to.
Stop, please.
No,
Don't.
listen.
Stop,
I can
please.
count, but I was more of a. I gotta hear it. I'm a more
Yeah.
of a hear person. Then I can include the counts. So I would feel embarrassed sometimes in practice. Like, damn, I can't even count. But also at the same time, like my Cool Miss sisters were also very helpful as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like they would chime in like when it was needed because not that it was obvious, but like I just had more of a hip hop background. I have
Mm-hmm.
more of that background versus ballet. Like when I was younger, I did, but then it just fell off because I didn't have that place where I could actually go to.
Yeah.
And I was at that point getting back into dance. I was in high school at that point,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't want to take up time doing competition because I wanted to experience high school and I was on sports teams and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
But in all that you're saying though, you were qualified. And that's where
Yeah.
you were qualified, like regardless, and that's like where imposter syndrome creeps up, or even doubt. Like
This is psychology coming in.
it is. I'm telling you.
Yes,
I'm telling you,
yes.
you are qualified. That's something that I have to remind myself constantly in new spaces we're going in. Even with you starting this, like you're more than qualified. You're
Now
qualified.
that I
You
will
were
agree with you
qualified.
on
Okay.
that. Okay, now that I
I'm
will agree with
saying
you on
we
that.
have to, we have to give ourselves grace. Like, yes, granted, you came from a hip hop background, but you were qualified, or else you wouldn't have been called.
That's a word. That
Right
was
there.
T. I'm clocking that. So let's talk a little bit about your balance of your social life.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Your social life, work life, school
Mm.
life, and being a dancer, because I hate to say it, but y'all ain't had no life.
Oh, we did.
Band people,
Are we talking about undergrad?
yes, undergrad.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
How are you okay?
I feel like I'm better now.
Okay.
But I honestly, and that's a good question. Like, I feel like my body is conditioned to chaos. Just because I feel as though it's like this sense of, or this voice in my head telling me I'm lazy if I'm not always doing something. Go, go, go. Like, if I'm not always doing something, if I'm sitting down for too long, I think I'm being lazy or unproductive. But you know what I've learned, and I've been learning, is that it's okay to rest.
It's okay
Rest
to
is
be
productive
still.
too.
Being still is just as
Rest
important.
is important,
Yeah.
because if not, you're going to burn out.
You're gonna crash out.
But I'm gonna be honest. Band, school, I didn't work when I was in undergrad. But I did. I was a part of the band. I was a part of, what else? I was a part of the band in, oh yeah, classes. That was a lot. I would make sure, the biggest thing I would say with that, the only way I balanced was time management, managing my time. So giving myself incentives is something that I used and I still use today, that really do help me like stay on track. Because if not, I'm telling you, it's not going to get done.
Fall off, yeah.
It's not going to get done. But I would do things such as, like, I would, if I do my homework, or if I write 2 pages of this paper before practice, then I'll give myself, I can get some insomnia after, or something like, like I would
you gotta make sure you what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna say congratulate yourself, not congratulate yourself, but if you
reward,
yeah,
that's
if you reward yourself, yeah, okay,
Look, it was close enough.
It was close.
Yeah,
where congratulate come from?
Look,
it's late. It's after 5. It's late.
It's after 5, but we alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that. I
Okay.
like that.
It's after 5, but we alive.
That
Clock
is T.
that.
Yes, clock that.
But all in all, I will say, because I don't want to, the band is very, like, it pulls you
Time
a lot.
consuming.
Yeah, it's very time consuming. But the thing that was helpful with, the Blue and Gold marching machine was that we have study halls. We have to go to study hall. We had at least one study hall a week that we had to go to. If not, you couldn't perform.
Okay.
And
they made sure
it was no favoritism on that. It was no discrimination on that. Like, it goes for every section in the band. Everybody, if you don't come to study hall, and you miss a certain amount of days, you can't perform. And of course, no one wants to be practicing for these long hours and not perform,
right?
Because you're not coming to study hall. So it kind of forced you to, get your work done.
Yeah,
which I'm appreciative of, because I feel like a lot of band programs should do that if they don't already do.
Right.
Yeah,
because the work got to get done.
Somehow.
Education is the education is important. But you missed something in your involvement, though, Sister Queen.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes,
how
can I forget?
This is a room full of royalty right here. Like,
yes,
this
Queen the Queen. Yeah.
Yes, you're actually the reason, like, that inspired me to actually do a pageant.
Stop.
Yes, let me give you your flowers. Let me give you your flowers. Mind you, I never went to a pageant until I actually did my pageant. And I'm on Instagram. Mr. Mega Sci-Fi pageant. I see you tap dancing. I'm just like, wait. This is really good. Like, this is really good. And seeing you win, it was just like, oh my God, like that's Armani. Like, wow. Were you in Golden Light around that time?
No, I did that. I actually did that before going to light. So
Oh, okay.
I became Miss Omega Sci-Fi for the Mu Sci chapter
That
of
was your
Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated
okay.
in 2021.
You better say the
Yes.
full name. That was your sophomore year.
Yes, sophomore
Okay,
year.
got you.
And you know what's crazy about that? That wasn't even in my plans to, go for a pageant.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember who it was. Someone reached out to me on Instagram and they sent an interest flyer about the pageant. And I was like, wow, because I had done a pageant before
Mm-hmm.
during high school.
Okay.
But I was like, college is different. Like it might be a different experience.
Yeah.
I'm
And
get
then
to
doing it for a
network with people.
fraternity.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I really love meeting new people. Like I love new experiences, or I'm really competitive, so I like being in places where it's gonna push me to be competitive. And
Mm-hmm.
a pageant is the best place for that.
Yeah.
So I got sent the interest flyer and I submitted the Google form, like I'm interested, and then from there, like the rest was smooth sailing.
Hello.
Yeah.
Period queen.
And yes,
Yes.
queen. Yes. How was your experience with the pageant? And
Oh, that was probably like top 3, not number 3 experience of my life of school.
Okay.
Like, and originally, it's crazy. I was actually, don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I was actually gonna do the Omega Sci-Fi pageant.
You were.
I didn't know about the Kappas having a pageant. I had no idea until, here, reached out, heard about it.
Okay.
And actually I didn't come into pageant practice till a week after they had practice.
Really?
Girl.
And how was that? I know that was probably a lot.
No,
you had to hit the ground running.
Yeah, but I eat, breathe, sleep, woke up, bathed the pageant. Like
Yes.
I wasn't cocky, but I went to practice every day, humble, knowing that like I'm gonna put the work in, and that I didn't want to make core. I wanted to win. Like I didn't realize I was competitive or in that competitive nature until actually doing it. Because my mom, like I used to watch Miss America, Miss USA pageants growing up. My mom, Lena, you can do that, girl. No, I can't. Like no, girl,
and
no,
then
I
you
cannot.
proved to yourself,
And then
yes,
I actually
can.
did it. But what I really enjoyed about HBCU pageants, not just about the Kappas pageant, but HBCU pageants, was that we could really go up there and like show ourselves, like a personality, our character, like doing oratory, like show my personality in that, and open a number. Like that was so much fun for me because I had a background in performing. Because I used to go to a talent camp called AGI when I was in middle school. So we would focus on singing, dancing, acting, and a little bit of modeling if you were up for it.
Okay, so you've done a lot. Yeah.
Yes. Can I sing? No. But will I sing? Yes.
Let's hear a little something.
What should I sing?
Into me, you are the star.
But I don't know the words to that.
Just sing that first line.
What's
into me, you are the star.
I can sing the chorus.
Okay.
I deal with triplets. I deal with twins. It was so long. We'll do it again. Yeah.
Okay. With the
yeah. That was good. But doing the pageant was a lot of fun, and then turning around being a pageant mom, I think was much more fulfilling than actually doing the pageant. Like
it was a full circle moment.
It was a full circle moment, and that was my first time choreographing a number.
Really?
Like yes, girl, that was my first time really taking some time out and putting thought into a dance like that.
Wow.
And it ate. I was like, yes, like they're my girls. Yeah. So that was such a really great experience, honestly. Yeah, I would do it all over again, honestly.
I agree. Like, it was very fulfilling and just, rewarding to see all of our hard work pay off. Like me and my pageant sisters, once the day of the show came and, the royal court was announced, but it was more than just about who won. Like it was the fact that we made it through together.
And you get to watch each other grow. Like
we
process.
did.
Yeah,
and we got to. It was really a space for. I really like pageants, HBCU pageants in particular, because it really just provides a space for women to come together and uplift each other, and empower each other, and hold on to not only just hold on, but to just test. Just to the ability where you're,
because we all go through the same thing. We all gotta be at these practices. We all still got class. Some got work. Some got a paper due this day. So it's like being able to go through that together, support each other while in the midst of that, then put on a great show.
Yeah, it's a sisterhood. Yeah,
and then even after like having a court and stuff like that, we still hang out. We still talk every day. Like I miss those times.
I still have my pageant chat.
Yes. We be chatting here and there. Yes, we don't talk that much, but like we. When it's time to like see each other, like during homecoming and stuff, we're like, oh, y'all gonna be here for this? Like, that's when we like reach out and stuff. So
I would really encourage like any young woman who is interested in, or just any person at HBCU interested in pageant, men as well, we're not leaving y'all out.
Yes.
I really I would really encourage you to do a pageant.
Yeah.
You will really see, if you're a shy person, it'll really help you get out of your shell.
Public speaking.
And that was something
On stage
that,
presence.
yeah,
It really helps with all that. Like, it really do.
and it helps you meet new people who, may have the same interests as you. Helps you develop a bond with other people, that you might not have known before you did that. So
yes, it definitely brings connections you would have never even thought would have. Child, I could talk about me and Janai all day. Like, that's my girl, though. That's my girl. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about just post-grad life and how that is for you. So I know we talked about you're getting your master's right now and how that is different from being an undergrad, but how really are you now that you're not like an undergrad at A&T, but you're really there to like kind of hurry up and get your master's? You're living on your own. So like, how is that for you?
I'm not gonna lie. At first, Cashmere, you just want to be featured so bad. I'm not gonna lie. At first, it was a very hard transition. It still has been a transition. Just being transparent, going from undergrad and being around all my friends, everybody that I came in with, like class of 24. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. Everybody's off doing great things now, and even doing things that they don't even know are coming yet.
Right.
But it's been a difficult transition, but I feel like I'm starting to get into the flow of it. It's really lonely at first. It's really lonely until you start to create those opportunities for you to, have, de-stressors and things of that sort. But going from living with my two roommates, shout out Naya and Tay. Going from 18, going from living with two roommates to living by myself, well, me and Cash, it's definitely been an experience. It's been different feelings of like being nervous, being doubtful, loneliness. But I'm starting to get in the hang of it.
Yeah.
I find things. I go to the studio more now. Like I've started taking those moments where I might be sitting and thinking like, oh dang, like I miss my friends, or I miss being able to just go to somebody's house and knowing instantly I'm gonna see people from my class. Like that's gone now.
Yeah,
but
I think it makes it, not to cut you off, I think it makes it harder because you are still like at A&T, so like you be seeing the babies.
I see like the new class coming in, and it's difficult for me a little. Like of course I'm supporting and I'm rooting for everyone. Like the new faces, love the new faces, but it's just like, wow, I remember when I was just coming in and we were freshmen, and we were just getting accustomed to the campus, and now everything's changed. It's like life just got so real out of nowhere.
Serious.
It's like so serious.
I haven't smiled since graduation day.
I have not laughed or cried happy tears like that since graduation. I'm telling you.
Yes.
So I would really say like you really have to cherish the time that you're in undergrad, because when people say it flies,
it do. Like
it really does.
Well, because once it's done, like that really honestly is it. And it's like, how realistic is it that you can live with your friends or be down the street from your friends and have class with your friends and randomly go to this party, and then you might just go to Waffle House, then you got class the next morning at 8 a.m.
That's how life used to be. Life used to be so simple. It used to be so simple. And now everything has just shifted, at least for me. It's just gotten way more serious. But ultimately, I'm getting by.
Amen. We are.
Getting by gracefully.
Yes. So, I don't want you to hit your head, shaky. But no, so I wanted to touch on what has been your biggest achievement and what has been your biggest obstacle these past 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a question. Yeah.
That's a good question. So I'll start with achievement. My biggest achievement, I feel as though, has been find your footing. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I really think it has, because I've been able to, take what I've learned over the past 4 years when it comes to, Golden Delight and things from the pageant, knowing how to deal with people, knowing how to deal with different people, knowing how to reach people in different ways, taking what I've learned in psychology and also taking what I've learned from being on different teams and just being in different organizations on campus have really helped mold me to be the business owner I think I should be with Find Your Footing.
Mhm.
And it's helped me to get to the point where I need to get, where I can, reach people at the level that they're at,
Mhm.
and either help them grow or, help encourage them to want to start.
Yeah.
So I really would say I think that's my biggest achievement. I'm very proud of that. Um, and I just want to keep growing with it
Yeah.
and see how far I can take it. When it comes to obstacles, I think transparently, I would say my biggest obstacle has been, you know, knowing it's okay to not follow the trend.
That's a word.
Yeah,
That is a
knowing it's
word.
okay to not follow the trend. That goes for, relationships with friends. What's popular, or if you don't act this way, people aren't really gonna like you, or
Mhm.
and I feel like that's something that you take just outside of college, but that's
Yeah.
something that was an obstacle for me. Because when I first started out of school, I was hanging around, maybe certain people I shouldn't have been.
Mhm.
And you definitely are who you hang around. So I would just
Yes, you are
say,
a reflection of the circle
yeah,
that you
you are a
keep.
reflection of the circle and the company that you
Yeah.
keep. So that was definitely an obstacle for me, but I had to overcome that and really start setting boundaries. Like, I struggle with setting boundaries with people, but over time, college has really taught me how to set boundaries and still be respectful. Like, you don't have to be nasty with people to
Yeah.
set boundaries,
Mhm.
but it's healthy to have boundaries, because if you don't have boundaries, people will step all over you,
Mhm.
and then you'll go for anything because you
That
know.
is a word. Yeah, I
So
definitely
yeah,
think everyone. I don't really find that men go through this, but I
mm,
feel like females go through a lot of friendship and relationship changes. I
yes,
really don't find men that often having to change their friend group that
mm,
often. It does happen,
it does happen.
but
Yeah.
I don't feel like it happens as much as women, if I'm being honest. Or maybe
hmm
that's just my perception on
maybe
things.
that's our perspective, because we are women and we have gone through that.
Yeah.
I but that is a good observation, because I don't really have too many male friends, but I typically see them hanging out with the
Same
same
people
people
that they hung up.
they came in with.
I'll be like, how
And
did y'all
what's the disconnect between women?
I
What?
don't know, but 'cause I can say the same like freshman year, like the friend group that I did have ended up, changing in between like
Mhm.
um, the school years and
Yeah.
stuff. And you potentially still have like those own personal relationships with those individuals, but
Mhm.
just like the friend
Not the
group
group.
changes. Like the
Yeah.
group just changes and it's just like
That's
it's
so
almost
real.
like if you don't change, then are you really growing?
Right.
But again, this could be a perspective thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And like, the thing with that is, like, based on like who you hang around, sometimes people can't help, how they are. Like, they
Right.
sometimes people aren't self-aware of, you know, the type of company they are, or the type
Hmm.
of traits that they may have, or
Right,
you
because
know,
everyone's raised differently,
yeah,
has different parenting
that's
skills.
something, yeah.
What their parents allowed them to do at that age has
Mhm.
allowed them to become who they are and how
Morals,
they
morals and
morals and
values are different.
values. Some people aren't as they're not as comfortable taking in certain criticism.
Mhm.
So I
And that
think it
could
just
lead to a
depends.
falling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely can lead to a falling out. It's definitely important to be mindful of this when you're choosing friends, and when you're, thinking about the company that you keep. Keeping in mind, like, how would this person react if I said this to them? Keeping in
Mhm.
mind, we come from different backgrounds. We were raised differently.
Mhm.
How would this person react? Or is this a good it just really takes self-reflection and looking at the fact of, am I
Mhm.
supposed to be here?
And one thing that I am starting to take in consideration first when it comes to not even just friendships or relations, but just people in general,
Mm.
is who is God to you and how do you include him into your life and
Yes.
what does that relationship with him look like? Because people will
Yes.
say, I believe in God and I go to church and I pray when I need him.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
But
know.
prayer is all the time.
Prayer is through the good, the bad, the ugly. When you wake up
Yeah,
early in the
even if
morning, like
nothing's going wrong, even
you
if
you
nothing's
you
going
talk
wrong,
to him,
it's
you
time to
include
pray.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that needs to be I try to include it more just in my even more now in my everyday life, just
Mhm.
because life may seem slow, but there's always something that's coming. There's
It
always
is.
the good or bad,
And the
something's
story,
coming.
I'm a firm believer in the story has already been written.
Yes.
We're just letting it play out.
Yes.
So the story has already been written, and
We're just like
God is
players
a
like a
very big part of
game.
my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I incorporate Him in everything that I do. I go to Him for guidance in everything that I do. When I was trying to figure out if grad school was right for me or just working, I incorporated Him in that. Asking for guidance and just seeing. He will tell you if you talk to Him.
Yeah.
But you have to talk to Him.
Yeah, and you have to be quiet and still enough
Yes.
to receive that
You have
answer.
to. You have to be quiet and still to receive. Yes.
And I've been learning also, like if I'm gonna worry about it, I'm just not gonna pray. Like, but I still be praying, still be worrying. I'm like, gosh, like I'm in a dilemma. Help me. But yeah, but prayer.
I mean, it's natural to still worry. Like we're not supposed to, but we're human. Like
Spirits having a human experience.
Right.
Yeah, so it definitely just comes with those challenges. But I think it's just how you overcome those challenges.
I agree
for sure. So did you have a church home in Greensboro?
So actually, I really like going to Mount Zion.
Yes, I love Mount
Yes,
Zion.
and that's
I think
actually
everyone went there.
That's a very popular, church for A&T students and students at Bennett or UNCG. Just the Greensboro community. That's a very strong church home. I love going there. I go there currently. Throughout undergrad, though, I will say that I did kind of stray away from church, and
it's easy to
because of the distractions and things of that sort. Not to make excuses, but it was always some excuse that I was making, and I fell short in that aspect. But I just realized, like, you need to tighten up. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. He is the center of your life.
Everything. Yeah,
he is the center of your life. He's the center of everything. Anything that you want to do, you can't do it without God.
Yeah.
Any guidance that you need, you can't do without God. God
is the answer. That's just the answer. That's the end all be all. He's the the alpha and the omega. He is all of it. Yes.
But yes, following that though, I do currently go to Mount Zion, and I love that church. If you're in Greensboro, I would highly recommend going there.
Mount Zion is a great church.
Yes, Sundays 11,
and they have Bible study on Tuesdays.
Yes.
The Bible studies are great as well, and it be packed out. So
sometimes you need more than just the service. Sometimes you need Bible study too. But yeah, I definitely have been being consistent with going to church now, and I would say like just the way my life feels, the way things are moving, the way I feel internally. It's definitely been a difference since I started going back to church.
That's good.
Yeah.
Amen. That's really good. And I think, we were talking in the bathroom earlier, but like there are times where the devil would try to do small stuff like to irritate me, like where I couldn't find my Uggs. I couldn't find the headband to cover this nappy wig. I couldn't, my eyebrows wasn't eyebrowing and stuff. And I was like, that's because the devil's trying to irritate me because the way my podcast is ran and why I touch on God in every single episode, why I touch on spirituality, why I touch on things that are important like this is because it's going to help someone. And I don't care about the views. I don't care about if I get subscribers from it because the platform is used to help others, but it's also used to help me as well because I'm not the only one that's going through this. So it's like it's helping me, but it's helping others, and it's going to help future generations. And I feel like, you got to... Yeah. I feel like because I've been wanting to do this, and people were telling me like in college, like start a YouTube channel. So I started a YouTube channel, start a podcast. I don't want to start a podcast yet.
You're the perfect person for this.
Thank you.
You're the perfect. I'm serious.
Thank you though. I appreciate
cameras rolling or not. Seriously, you're the perfect person for this. You just have such a, I don't know.
Stop.
Like, I'm for real.
I don't want to get emotional.
I'm for real though. Like you have such a light, and you bring it in any room you come in. Like when I first met you on campus, I'm like, yeah, I want to be friends with this girl. Like, I want to know this girl. I'm for real though. Like, seriously,
I appreciate that.
And like, I'm a firm believer. Like, you have to give people their flowers while they're here. So I don't care about all that. I'm emotional. You can be emotional, but you're gonna get these flowers anyway.
I'm just dramatic.
Look, you're gonna get these flowers anyway.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Which is why I felt like you.
Someone.
Thank you. And that's why I want to continue bringing on people that have something good go from themselves, but that are willing to share their experience and shine their light as well and give you, their flowers while they come on the show. That's why I bring on people that you got a business or you got this going on. Like, we're going to highlight that too, because I feel like that's just as important, and it's you're more than just what you were in school, because is Beyond the Diploma. That
Yes, that A.
A.
Hold on. If I had
That
nails,
A
if I had nails,
catchy.
it would click
Here,
right
I'll
now.
do it. Hold on.
Yeah, ASMR.
That was good. Okay. So, last but most important
Mhm.
question. What is some advice you would give to younger Armani?
Wow. Some advice I would give to my younger self. Hmm. Okay. Some advice I would give to my younger self would be, you're already enough.
Mm.
I feel like, and I'm speaking to the younger version of myself that was entering college. You're already enough. You don't have anything to prove to anybody, but God. I know, your family has a lot of influence in your life. Just, your dynamic growing up. A lot of different factors, but you are enough. And it's okay to mess up. You don't have to be perfect. It's okay to mess up. So it would definitely be, you're enough. It's okay to mess up. You don't have to be perfect, but when you fall, just get back up. It's
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
And
That's
I'll
so
really
true. Yeah.
and I'll really give that advice to everyone who's watching, not just regardless of your age. You're going to fall 1,000 times
You're going to
before
mess
you get
up.
it right.
You're going to make mistakes.
And you have to know that it's okay. You know, life's not perfect. There's no right or wrong. There's no handbook on this is how you have to be. Write your own story.
Yeah. That was really good.
Literally, write your
Yeah.
own story. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's okay to not go the traditional path. It's okay to start that business. It's okay. Don't listen to that voice in your head or even what other people say. It's easy to let doubt creep in, and it's easy to, think about, oh, well, if I start this, what will other people think about me?
Yeah.
That's something that I was thinking about before I started Find Your Footing. If I start this, like, what will people think about me? Will they think I'm trying to copy someone else? Will they think that I'm trying to, like, I don't know. It's just easy to
It's
get
easy
in
to
your head.
overthink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's easy to overthink, but just do. And the rest will come,
Yeah.
So ultimately, that's my advice. Yeah.
That's really good. And I asked everyone that question. And for the most part, they say like the kind of like around the same thing. Some people say like, I want like, more confidence, or maybe I just need to slow down, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. And when I think about the question, and I think it's like my first time actually sitting here and thinking about it, just hearing your answer. But looking back, not that I wish, but I would definitely tell my younger self to um, hold yourself to a higher standard. Like
Yes.
when it came to the friendships that I had, people that I was in relationships with, I would find myself honestly like not crashing out, but like lose myself, like a part of me when it came to losing part of other people that weren't in my life anymore. And God would have to, I didn't want to let go of them, but like I feel like God would have to like give like just stop, like just take off the band-aid in a
Yeah.
sense, for me to understand that it's okay to let go of these individuals and these people and these friendships and these relationships because they're not fulfilling you the way you think you need to be fulfilled. Um, and I'm not to go too overboard like into love and relationships, but I feel like that's just as important because it happens. Like you do meet people, you do like them. Sometimes they're a situationship or relationship, and you think it's fulfilling in those moments. You think, oh, this is fun and exciting, and you do it for the plot, but it's actually stripping a part of my soul away. Like it's actually not.
It's not
fulfilling
fun
at
doing
all.
it for the
It's
plot.
not fun. Don't get me wrong. When I was in school,
Yeah. Starting out
was cool.
Yeah.
Even finishing out, cool.
Because you have like this freedom, and
Yeah.
and well, I came from like strict
Same.
family, so
I did too.
that's easy. Well, we can relate on that aspect. Like coming from a strict family, once you're given all this freedom, it's like, well, no one,
No one's telling me what to do. I can
and I don't
really
have to update anyone on my
no.
life, on my life or my love and my romantic relationships.
Yeah.
So that can lead you down into the wrong hole if you don't have the guidance because
Yeah.
you feel as if you don't have to share.
Mm-hmm.
So I would definitely say I'm feeling you on when you're saying about love and relationships.
Yeah. I've gotten to a place where I mean we're only 22, but
Mhm.
me personally, I've been okay with not opening myself up to this idea of love or this idea of relationships. And I used to low key like not even low key. I used to cry and be like, dang, like why can't I just
Mhm.
everyone else be having it cool and easy. Like
Right.
she got a man and he loved this girl. Like what
They
is
wearing
wrong with
matching pajamas.
me?
It's matching pajamas
Yeah,
time.
like Christmas coming
Well,
up.
it's
Yeah,
matching pajamas
pajamas time.
time.
Thanksgiving, y'all about to meet up with y'all people and cut the turkey together.
Literally.
Like
Literally.
I just be thinking like what is wrong? But I've been okay with just
Nothing.
being in a space where I'm actually exactly where I need to be, in that honestly, like dealing with someone romantically can really be a distraction for you. Like
Mhm.
I was losing weight falling out in distress, like in school over a guy, like when the relationship was serious.
Mhm.
But but yeah, like just looking back now, it's like I'm so glad I overcame those relationships and didn't feel like, oh, this is the end all be all.
Yeah.
And I'm just like so in love with him. Like, thank God I wasn't that type of person or
Mhm.
crazy. But I did find myself at times
That's
like just
real.
disrespecting myself
That's real.
to obtain a certain relationship that I thought was like fulfilling, and it just
Yeah,
wasn't.
and when you're in college, I mean, everyone's learning. Like
Mm.
you're learning like what do you like? What's like what is an ideal? What is a healthy relationship? I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of people don't learn that.
Mhm.
What a healthy relationship looks like, especially if you come from, we're going back to talking about people who, were raised differently or had different family
Mhm.
dynamics growing up with their parents. What if some people didn't come from a healthy, you know, parent dynamic or a healthy family dynamic, so that translates into their relationships.
Yeah.
And then if you end up dealing with someone like that, you may not have been taught, how
Yeah.
to have boundaries or how to stand up for yourself, how to advocate for yourself.
Mhm.
So I would say that's also something that I dealt with in college and trying to navigate that. And I had to teach myself kind of, you talk to your girls and things like that
Mhm.
about relationships, but it really is important who the company you keep romantically and platonically.
Yeah.
It's very
It
important.
will do something to you
Mhm.
internally and physically, mentally, emotionally,
Yeah.
spiritually. Like it will do something to you. You
And
will.
what you were saying, like it's okay to be single. It took
Yeah,
it
I
took
enjoy
it
it.
took me it took me. But what you were saying though about like why is this not happening for me? Why is
Mhm.
this not happening for me? It will happen when it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Like, and I know it's hard to like. That's such an easy thing to say because there's even moments where I'm like, well, I'm ready for it to happen for me now. But
Mhm.
that's not how the story is. Like, it's
Right.
not time yet. And it's okay because there is peace in being single.
Yes.
There is fruitfulness in being single. There is
Freedom.
freedom that
Not even freedom to I
yeah.
can do whatever I
Yeah,
want,
not
but
like that, but
you're not
freedom.
stressed. Like you're not
Mhm.
your chest is not hurting.
Yeah,
Like you
you're
are
not worried about somebody else and what they're doing.
doing
You're
and how you could be
peace of
treated behind.
mind.
Yes,
Yes.
peace of mind.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So,
And I feel like I think I say that more often, not more often, but going back to me saying, like when was this gonna happen for me? Because there were
yeah.
times I'll be months will go by, I'm single, I'm cool, calm, collective, like, and then a guy that was better than the last, just a little bit better than the last will come
Or
around.
it
I've
seemed
been
like it in the
or
beginning.
seem like it,
I swear.
and then you fall for it, it don't work out, then it's oh man, I hate men and this is why I
Yeah, then
stay
it's a whole
single.
nother
And then
episode again.
it's the
And
repeated
it's like
cycle.
God is trying to teach you the same. At least it's been like this for me. God will try to teach me the same lesson. I'll
Hmm.
fall short or I won't learn the lesson and I'll feel like, okay, well, he's telling me to sit, but this really cute guy,
Hmm.
the chemistry's there.
What's that saying?
What?
Is it same sentence, different font? Is that
Yes,
what it is?
that's literally
Yes.
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
God will he will keep putting you through
Mm-hmm.
the same trial until you learn your lesson.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna keep being like, well, why is it not happening for me? It's not time to happen for
It's
you
not
yet.
time, pookie pook.
This is just cause it's all dressed up, just cause it's in
It's
gold don't mean it
right.
glitters.
Ooh, could y'all hear it?
For
Ooh,
real, that's real.
yes,
That's so
that was
real.
real. Yes,
And yes, that comes with a lot of people. That shows up like friends too.
yeah,
Just because it looks
yeah. Not just
good doesn't mean
romantically. Yeah, friends and even family. Like
yeah, family too. You can't leave family out. Okay?
relationships. People are people. Humans are
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah, and we all fall short, but
Yeah, we do.
it's just about ultimately I feel like what we're ultimately saying is like advocating for yourself, knowing what a healthy relationship is, so that way you can protect your energy. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Because some
So,
people's spirits will come and cling on to you, monitoring spirits,
yes,
people that want to call and check up on you, but
randomly
actually
after like
don't,
months.
but actually really don't genuinely care for you.
Just want to know what you got going on. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
It is.
It really do.
So you really have to protect, yourself, seriously.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy out here.
And especially when people notice that, like, oh, she got this going on, or oh, she doing this and that. Hey, boo, what?
No.
My Cancer babe, Gemini
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we here with it.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, it's really just, you got to protect yourself out here. People will see you doing well and try to slither their way back in.
You don't need no snakes in your garden.
You don't.
Not with your pretty flowers.
Nope.
Right, Cash?
Right.
Tell him.
Cash
love me.
Y'all, he was acting a little crazy earlier, but
he just had to get used to
he had to get a little comfortable in the space.
Yes, but he over here chilling with Big Mama.
Yeah,
Big Mama.
He like you.
Big Mom.
This is their first time meeting. That's crazy. I thought she met him.
I never, y'all, she had this dog since freshman year.
Yes.
Why have I not?
Yes.
Guess what just clicked in my head? Remember that one time we hung out freshman year?
Wait, what?
I don't know why it just clicked.
Where were we at?
Some guy's apartment, but it was a group of us. It was your friends. It was your friends, and it was my friends.
Oh wait, it was some type of party or something.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was the first time we hung out.
I think that was the first time we really actually hung out. I don't know why I just randomly remembered that. Because honestly, freshman year is such a blur. Like, I really don't remember freshman year. I remember sophomore year.
Enjoy your freshman year, but be safe, please.
Enjoy your college days. Yes. And if you're an A&T, go have fun at college days. Yeah.
If you're an A&T, we know you're going to enjoy yours. You don't even need to say too much.
Yeah, you don't. I think what people don't realize at A&T is like it's really what you make it.
Yeah.
Not even just A&T, but when you go to a university in general, it's really what you make it. Because you can go to school, you can go to class and go back to your dorm, but are you going to join those orgs? Are you going to really get up and go out and talk to people? Like, all it takes is a conversation. All it really takes is you just taking that step of just putting yourself out there. That's really all it takes.
And that's college is literally your time to experiment with different groups look into different groups or different organizations that you may be interested in. And you never know the type of people that you will meet and like the type of bonds you will make that will carry you through college and then some.
Yeah, those connections are so important. Yeah. These are the people that's going to be at your wedding. These going to be your godparents to your kids.
Bachelorette
auntie, uncle
party
vibes. Yeah, like the people. I'm sorry. But yeah, the connections. And not even just for those type of relationships, but even for like networking. When you need that job, when you need
networking
career
is so
push,
important.
Yeah, like
join those organizations. Join the organization that interests you and network with them because that just might get you a job.
Yeah. Hello. I mean, that's how I got my job, through networking.
Me too.
Networking. If it was not for me knowing someone and someone else, I would not have this job. But that's going back to God's grace. Because I think that was I say this on other episodes, but that was like my biggest worry coming out of school. Was like, I'm not going to have a job. Like,
me too. That's why I was like, I'm just going into grad school. But by the grace of God, I networked. This girl that I'm really close with, she's in the grad program now. She's in the grad program, but she's in her second year for the health psychology program at A&T. She's the one who actually put me on to the job. I work as a parent trainer now. So I'm in my field with psychology. But she's the one who hit me up about it. Yeah. I'm at a Black-owned
oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm at a Black-owned consulting company.
Hello.
And we love it.
That's what I'm talking about. And we both work from home. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some snaps. This was really good. Right, Cashy?
He's snapping too.
Yeah, you snapping. He's snapping. So he loved me. He feel my energy. He know I'm good peoples. Yes, Cashy. We in
laying
this.
all on you.
Shaperiod.
Oh, can I say it?
Yeah, absolutely.
1, 2, 3.
Shaperiod. Hello. She part of the Shaperiod crew.
Yeah.
Clock it. Yes, this was really good. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this conversation was so fulfilling for me. Like, We need to talk more often.
We do.
We really do. We said it's so many people in school. I'd be like, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna
No,
talk. And so many people.
That is a common lie.
That is a common lie in school.
But you mean it, but
it just don't happen.
Schedules.
It's just
you know what I'm
schedules,
saying?
something going on.
But
you'll see him at that party though. We go hug.
you will, and he'd be like, "Girl, we meant to hang out, but we hanging out, so it don't matter."
Right.
But no, I really do appreciate you for having me, and I really love what you're doing with Beyond the Diploma.
Yes,
and
thank you.
It's just fulfilling to see you know go after your dreams.
Thank you. Yes,
I'm supporting you as you grow and elevate, and I'm always here for you.
Yes, thank you,
And
Buki. And
I
of
just
course, I'm
appreciate
always here supporting you as well. I'm sorry I have not. Every time you had a class,
Life happens.
life happens. But it
Yes.
happens with I have not taken a dance class since I want to say like late September, early October.
Really?
Yes. Like every time I try to dance,
Mhm.
something happens.
The devil.
That's the devil.
devil.
That is the devil, literally every single time. But it's okay. I'm gonna take your
It's all
class
right
one-
because I know you be there in spirit.
I'm there in spirit,
I
saying
know.
Shapiri.
I know you are.
Yes, but I love everything you're doing. You're gonna graduate with your master's. You're gonna be that girl. You're gonna help out these families, these people with their mental. You're gonna help them because you
The
was
mental
helping
is
me.
important.
Yes. Dance wise, make sure y'all follow her on Instagram because y'all gonna see the credits in her bio. Like you be doing a thing. You're gonna continue to do great. You should really move to Atlanta or go to LA or something.
That may be in the future plans. Atlanta, LA, or Houston.
Yeah, I plan on moving to Atlanta the next 2 to 4
Okay.
years. That's always been the go-to
Yes,
place.
you would thrive there.
I actually want to go to Spelman.
You did.
I want to be a Spelmanite real bad.
Yes.
But
I could see that.
that out of
actually.
state tuition.
I could see that. Oh yeah.
I'm
Mm.
sorry. A&T
Look.
was the next best thing.
Yeah.
But I really did want to go to Spelman. But yeah, you should definitely.
But you got a lot out of A&T.
I sure
Like you left your
did.
mark at A&T.
Hello, it's your girl, Lady
Okay,
E.
yeah. And look at you now. Like,
yes, thank you. Look
A&T
at you.
really, thank you.
Yeah.
A&T really is a melting pot for creatives, entrepreneurs,
It
fashion
is.
designers,
Yeah.
stylists, hairdressers, everything. Like
It's
A&T
there.
has it all.
Mhm.
HBCU
Yes.
culture
Yes.
is just so supportive, and I just want to be able to continue to pour
do
into
that.
that
Yeah.
community. Yeah, pour into our community.
Yes, period.
Yeah.
Period, Cashy. You over here
Period.
knocked out.
Yeah.
But yes, of course, thank you again for coming. I do not want to go, but we gotta go.
We gotta go. The
Love you
conversation was
guys.
good.
Yes, it was good. We do. I love you guys. Thank y'all again for coming on to another episode of Beyond the Diploma, hosted by me, Lady E. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share with your
Yes.
mama, your daddy, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, and grandma and granddads. And I'm gonna see y'all next time.
Until
Come
next
on.
time.
Until next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey.